Ever wonder why you check the fridge 5 times in an hour, or why you doodle spirals like you're summoning an ancient god during boring meetings? Sounds pointless, right? Turns out these weird little habits aren't as random as they look. They're actually survival programs left over from the days we had to dodge saber-toothed cats instead of Monday. Deadlines, yep, hidden under your modern routine is a prehistoric operating system, and it still runs the show. So buckle up, because here are the everyday habits that were actually designed for survival. The everyday quirks that kept your ancestors alive and now just make you look slightly unhinged. Number 10. Checking the fridge again. Imagine this. You just ate dinner. You're not hungry, yet you walk to the fridge, open it, stare at the same sad leftovers, close it, then do it again 15 minutes later. Feels ridiculous, right? Deep down, your brain's playing an ancient survival game. Back when your ancestors roamed the savannah, food wasn't sitting in a humming box waiting for you. You had to constantly scan for anything edible. A berry bush, a squirrel too slow to run, anything. So your brain evolved a seek mode, an itch that says, hey, maybe there's food over there. Check again. Fast forward to now, and instead of scanning the forest, you're scanning the fridge, hoping new snacks appeared by magic. What's wild is this behavior actually releases a little hit of dopamine, your brain's reward chemical just for checking, even if you find nothing. It's the same dopamine trick that keeps gamblers pulling slot machine handles. The chance of reward, not the reward itself, is addictive. So next time you catch yourself fridge gazing like it's a Picasso exhibition, blame evolution, your survival. Instincts think you're hunting when you're really just hunting for something sweeter than yesterday's spaghetti, basically. Your brain's idea of foraging got stuck in 2025, and the only predator you're dodging is boredom. Number 9. Doodling during meetings. Picture this. You're stuck in a meeting where Jeff from accounting is explaining spreadsheet formatting. For the 4th time, suddenly your pen comes alive, scribbling spirals, squares, maybe even weird little creatures. Seems pointless, right? But doodling isn't random. Scientists say it's an ancient focus trick. Your brain hates idleness because idleness could get you eaten by a tiger. Doodling keeps a sliver of your brain busy, stopping it from drifting into full-on daydream mode. By keeping your default mode network lightly occupied, you actually listen better. It's like a built-in fidget spinner from the Stone Age plus. Doodling can help you process stress or anxiety. Back in the day, anxious energy meant danger was near, so your hands got twitchy, ready to act. Now there's no predator, just Jeff and his slides, so your pen becomes your spear, channeling nervous energy into harmless doodles. So the next time someone calls you out for doodling in a meeting, tell them you're not bored. You're practicing a 200,000-year-old survival technique. And then go back to drawing your army of tiny lizards. Number 8. Talking to yourself. You're in the kitchen, rummaging around, muttering, "Where did I put the damn salt?" Or maybe you're hyping yourself up. Come on, you got this. Feels a little weird, right? But talking to yourself is as human as breathing. This habit comes from your brain's need to externalize thoughts, especially under stress. In prehistoric times, talking out loud helped coordinate group tasks. You watch the fire, I'll get water. Alone? Saying things out loud helped organize plans and remember them, especially when danger loomed. Modern research shows self-talk actually sharpens focus and calms your amygdala, the lizard brain that freaks out over everything. It's like your conscious mind is coaching your subconscious. Relax, buddy. We're just looking for car keys, not escaping a bear. So, yes, you might look like the weirdo mumbling in aisle 4, but really, you're tapping into an ancient survival. Hack your brain's personal pep rally, keeping you sane when life feels like chaos. Number 7. Laughing at awkward moments. You trip over nothing on the sidewalk, look around, and awkwardly laugh at yourself. Or you giggle when someone tells an embarrassing story. Totally weird, right? But laughter evolved as a social survival tool. Back when humans lived in tight-knit tribes, slipping up could threaten your status or safety. Laughing, especially at yourself, signaled to the group, I know I messed up, but I'm not a threat. It diffused tension before it turned into conflict. Even nervous laughter around others is a social glue. It keeps the group calm, shows vulnerability, and stops situations from spiraling into aggression. Basically, your brain learned to use chuckles as a shield. See, we're all cool here. Nobody has to throw a rock at me. It might feel embarrassing now, but that awkward little laugh once kept your ancestors from becoming dinner or from starting fights over something dumb. Evolution. Love's a peace offering, even if it sounds like a squeaky giggle. Number 6. Sleeping with one ear open. Ever notice how you wake up more easily in an unfamiliar place, like a hotel room, or when you crash on a friend's couch? You're not imagining it. Your brain literally keeps part of itself awake, eh? Leftover from the days when predators could turn nap time into snack time, scientists call this the first night effect. One hemisphere of your brain stays slightly more alert, monitoring sounds, smells, and shadows. It's like having an internal night watchman who can't relax until you're back in familiar territory. In prehistoric times, sleeping too deeply in a strange cave could mean missing the saber-toothed cat creeping in. Even now, you might wake at the tiniest floorboard creak in a new apartment, while your partner snores like a log. So yes, it's annoying when you can't get decent shut-eye on vacation.
But
Blame evolution. Your ancestors survived by being half asleep, so you could live long enough to complain about hotel pillows on Yelp. The upside? It probably won't sleep through a fire alarm. Number 5. Collecting random stuff. Ever keep a box of ticket stubs, broken jewelry, or random screws just in case? Your minimalist friend might judge you, but collecting junk is wired deep into human nature. Back in the day, resources were scarce. Our ancestors who saved oddly shaped stones, bits of bone, or spare sinew often survived longer. You never knew when that useless scrap could patch a hole in your shelter or fish you dinner. Now, you're not exactly braving the Ice Age, but your brain doesn't know that. It still thinks better keep this, might save my life later. That's why it feels genuinely painful to throw something away. Your brain screams that you might need it for future survival. Sure, probably don't need 12 mismatched screws or 3 phone chargers for models you don't own anymore. But next time someone mocks your junk drawer, tell them it's a primal survival kit. Ancient humans would totally get it. Number 4. Yawning when others yawn. Your coworker yawns, then suddenly you yawn too, even if you're wide awake. It's weird, slightly embarrassing, and totally universal. But this contagious yawning isn't a glitch. It's a survival feature. Yawning helps regulate brain temperature, but the contagious part evolved to sync group behavior. Imagine a prehistoric tribe around the fire. One person yawns, or everyone else yawns, and before long, the whole group's winding down together. Sticking together kept early humans alive. If the group rested in sync, they could coordinate watches and be alert at the same time. It was nature's group bedtime reminder. And yes, the fact you even yawn reading about yawning, it's proof your brain's still wired for tribe survival. Even if your modern tribe is an open-plan office full of spreadsheets and passive-aggressive emails, sorry, you probably just yawned, didn't you? Number 3. Flinching at sudden noises. Someone slams a door behind you and you jump out of your skin. Looks silly. But that knee-jerk flinch once kept your ancestors alive. The startle reflex is an automatic survival mechanism hardwired into your nervous system. Loud noise, sudden movement, your muscles tense, your heart rate spikes, and your body gets ready to run, duck, or fight, all before your conscious mind even catches up. This ancient twitchy reflex worked great when predators lurked in the bushes. Today, it mostly means spilling your coffee because Bob dropped a stapler. But your brain can't tell the difference. A crash is a crash. Think of it as prehistoric programming. The downside: heart palpitations and awkward stares. The upside: you'll definitely notice if someone sneaks up behind you with a Nerf gun. Number 2. Goosebumps when you're cold or emotionally. Step into a chilly room, and suddenly your skin prickles with tiny bumps. Or you hear a haunting song, and there it is again. Goosebumps. Seems pointless, right? But this weird skin response is a relic from a much furrier past. For ancient humans and our animal cousins, goosebumps lifted body hair to trap heat, making them look bigger and scarier to predators too. Kind of like a built-in puffer jacket, an intimidation tactic rolled into one. The emotional goosebumps? They're a side effect. When you feel deep awe or fear, your nervous system fires off the same fight-or-flight response. Back then, a powerful moment might have been spotting an alpha predator or witnessing a life-changing event. So your body got ready, even if ready meant fluffing up your hair. Now your body still runs the old code. Only difference? Instead of a charging mammoth, it's Adele, hitting that chorus or a plot twist in your favorite series. Your ancestors' survival hack turned into your modern wow, this song slaps response. Evolution's funny that way. Number 1. Fear of the dark. You're home alone. Lights off. And suddenly, every creak sounds like the start of a horror movie. Rationally, you know there's no monster under the bed, but your brain's not so sure. This isn't childish nonsense. It's a built-in survival system. For most of human history, night meant danger. Predators hunted in the dark, and humans had lousy night vision. This fear of the dark kept our ancestors alert after sunset, huddled close to the fire, listening. For threats, modern life dimmed the danger, but not the instinct. Your brain's ancient amygdala still freaks out at shadows and unknown sounds because just maybe something is out there. So next time you get spooked grabbing a midnight snack, remember, you're not cowardly, you're running prehistoric software. Fear kept your ancestors alive. Even if it just makes you jump at the fridge's ice maker now. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe. To see them,